You guys have probably heard me talk about phony made up spheres. You could think of concentric circles, you could think of nesting cubes, however you want to dress it up. Lands of make believe that people believe in, and then they apply it to what we're experiencing as if it reflects reality. Um, in this case, I am curious about your opinions. I am number dumb, and I could be wrong about this jazz. Um, you can look up number file videos and what have you. I just saw this on Quantum Quip. And yes, there is a Jane, what is his name? Jane 108 diagram beneath this having to do with, his 369 stuff. That's the Fibonacci spiral. And all he did was wrap it around a circle, and he pointed out that you end up with a 3, a 3, a 6, a 6, and a 9, and a 9. People don't understand it, but yeah, that's that. Back to point. So you got the natural numbers, yeah? What reflect reality. And then you get into a bunch of wild shit. A bunch of wild shit. And look down here, it says whole numbers aren't consistently defined. The fuck they aren't. The moment you start believing in shit like that, I mean, you're already off base. And it sure shit sounds like phony fucking jurisdictions in place to mislead us. If you go sphere by sphere, you got the natural whatever. How do you want to dress it up? The real numbers, the whole numbers, the natural numbers. It's got a bunch of fucking ridiculous names. Then you got these integers. Then you got the rational stuff. And then you get into what? You got, here, if I can zoom in, irrational, transcendental, and fucking imaginary. I mean, again, maybe I'm wrong, but based on the names attributed to these, it sounds like a bunch of flowery fucking horse shit that takes you further and further away from what reflects reality. Yes, it's possible these outlines, and part of me's under the impression, I think of people like Ramanujan and junk like that, where all they knew was a bunch of fucking flowery shit. Granted, to that point, what I want you guys to think about, and I keep wanting to stress, I am number dumb, very number dumb. When it comes, I can't do basic algebra. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And I've never been able to find a teacher that is willing to answer questions, honest questions, the questions I need answered before I can progress. It's never happened. It's never fucking happened. Same with geometry teachers and what have you. And that's a little bit better. But the algebra shit, oh my God. So Ramanujan, since he wasn't classically trained, he wasn't trapped in all the fucking bullshit parameters. And this is where people go wrong. I think the same thing applies to people who make music, typically speaking, more so in this day and age. The more you get boxed in, it's just like attending indoctrination camps people call public school. The more you do that, the less creative you are, typically speaking. The more obedient you are, whether you realize it or not. The more likely you are to fall in the lockstep and do what you're being trained to do. In society, social media, same difference. In a digital or an analog format. Yeah. So, bits and pieces. Some of the tools, I think, still do reflect reality. I mean, you can use some of the flowery fucking equations and shit like that to architects, to build a building, junk like that. And it's okay if you have a laugh, because again, I'm going to stress again, I am number dumb. But the more you start using these fucking flowery outlines, again, you will get further away from what reflects reality. And if you've never built this up, this is what I just can't wrap my brain around now, especially now. Whoever's using this shit does not see the forest for the trees because they don't understand where it came from. Some of you might assume you do, but I guarantee you don't. What I'm sitting on and what I can teach you guys, it's not out there. People do not understand these things. Case in point, fucking Jane 108. Notice he's using the sigil of the ether and doesn't understand it because he'll tell you live on the fucking globe. And in case you're a retard, you haven't been paying attention, or you're brand new here, or all the above, yeah. I'm not talking about the flat earth at all. Yeah, at all. And I hate repeating this shit, but people don't see what I leave online. I really want you to think about these spheres. And there is just a stupid fucking video. I think it's got the Matt guy in it. Matt? I think his name's Matt. He's more entertaining. Personally, I like his personality more than James and some of the other assholes who pop up on Numberphile. And Matt has his own, I think it's Matt. Is it Matt? He's the one that knocked out, it's not a magic square, but the Parker Square is one way you could probably find him. Is that what they call it? The Parker Square? I'm tired. I don't know if I'm getting that right. Is it the Parker Square? Hold on. Parker Square. Yeah, it is. Is it Matt Parker? I can't remember. Yeah, it is Matt Parker. Okay, good. I'm not totally off base, being that I am tired. I did eat, but holy fucking shitballs. Yeah. His Parker Square is a waste of time. As far as I'm concerned, it's a waste of time. But he is a pretty neat guy. What was I getting at with that? Oh, look up, you could probably look up maybe whole, let's see if we can do it. Numberphile, Matt, different numbers, whole numbers, integers, imaginary numbers, all the fucking numbers. That's probably too much for Google. No, it's right there. Shocking. All the numbers. It's only 14 minutes, and it's more entertaining listening to him talk about that shit, is my point, than myself, or looking up diagrams, or in case you've never run through any of this shit that I already highlighted in here. I mean, poorly highlighted. I mean, called attention to and said, I'm number dumb.